Hello everyone and welcome to your TACoS camp this year. My name is TACoS and I am a 4th grade teacher at Wyoming Virtual Academy, and I have been lucky enough to take part in TACoS for 5 years, so welcome.
Hi, and I am Stephanie McKinney, and I teach in Rock River. So if any of you around Laramie know where Rock River is, it's about 40 miles north of Laramie. I teach 1st and 2nd grade, but I've taught lots of different grade levels there. So I'm familiar with a lot of different age levels. And I have also been working with TACoS for 5 years. So several years of experience, and we've done lots of things in the past that we want to tell you. If you haven't taken part in TACoS in the past, we just want to tell you about some of the awesome activities we have created. So with computer science, you guys are going to have computer science, some chemistry, and some art lessons and classes. And with computer science, we've done a lot of coding and had little coding bots that we programmed. And one year, the campers created a Da Vinci lock code that they had to build and be able to lock and unlock. Similar to locks that maybe work the same way as the locks on your lockers, if any of you have locks on your lockers. In chemistry, we did activities swabbing our mouths and being able to pull out the DNA. And we tie-dyed some socks and t-shirts, and we worked with acids and bases to see how they react to different metals and materials. And then with art, we've done some things in the wood shop, building cutting boards and gumball machines. We also looked at the science behind photography and created some pictures using the sun. So lots of different fun activities.
Well, and since we've done so many wonderful and fun things in the past, we're going to continue this year by programming a plant watering sensor. You'll go through each day and do small pieces of that so that at the end you have that sensor. You also will be making a beaded necklace by mining for different types of minerals and rocks. You're going to look at art, the science of art, by doing origami and some marbling of some Japanese paper. Then you are going to look at art microbes by the cyanotyping or using the sun's energy to make an image by also having microbes be your, I don't know, your material, I guess it would be. So lots of fun and exciting things to be learned this year.
So we want to talk to you a little bit about pacing, because you're going to get a lot of videos and information, and we just want you to think about not overwhelming yourself. So it is okay to take breaks. Some of the videos are really short, and some of the videos you will see are pretty long. So if you get into a video and need to take a break, that's absolutely okay. You could pause the video and come back at a later time. The only thing that we would ask is if you start an activity, to complete all the way through, because some of those, for safety reasons or the way the material is going to react with each other, some of that chemistry involved, or just to keep the mess out of the way. I don't know about at your house, but when my kids start making a mess at my house, I don't want it to last. So I want them to complete their activity and clean up their area. So know that it is okay to take breaks, or it is okay to do the computer science portion and then go do something else and come back at a later time to do the chemistry or the art. You don't have to do everything all at once. This is kind of a work at your own pace. But that working at your own pace, make sure that you do have an adult around to help you. That is something that you'll hear us probably mention a few more times in this video because it's really important.
Well, Miss Stephanie, if I'm watching my video, can I watch it all the way through and then go back and rewatch it if I need to?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for that question. So there are a few videos after watching that I know would have been a lot for me to do on my own the first time. So I felt like I should watch the video, know what the expectation is and the activity, and then go and work on the activity and maybe rewatch parts or the whole video again. So it's a little bit awesome that you have those videos at your disposal to watch them as many times as needed. If you don't understand something, rewind, go back, watch it again.
I think that's the best part about being virtual this year, is that if you have questions, you can go back and look at it again or watch it be done again so that you're doing it correctly. Which brings us into that part of following directions. So as you're watching these videos, the instructors are going to be giving you directions on how to do it. So because you are working with chemicals and different pieces, you're going to want to make sure you follow those directions very closely so that your projects come out being quality. And also making sure that you check your materials. So these people are going to give you what you need, and it should be in a bag listed for that day. Make sure you have all those things handy and at your projecting site when you get started. So when you start with those, safety is going to be a huge deal. So because I teach 4th grade here at home in the virtual world, I have my lab jacket to protect my clothing. And I also have my goggles here to protect my eyes, which are going to be extremely important.
But Miss Kobe, I don't teach from home and all my safety gear is at home. So is it okay if I just wear my regular glasses?
Oh, that's a great idea. Ms. McKinney, as long as your eyes are protected and you're able to see your project, that would be fine.
What about my sunglasses?
Oh, your sunglasses would be great for outside eye protection. I'm not sure they would work great for inside, but if they're all you got, I would rather you have your eyes protected than not.
I also don't have a lab coat, but I did find an apron.
Oh, that's a great idea. An apron will work. And also, maybe you have an old t-shirt that are maybe play clothes or something you wear when you're camping that your parents wouldn't mind that it got something on it. So you could use that. Or, much like when we were young kids and your teachers or your art teacher might say, go get an art shirt on, and they have you bring a big shirt of your parents that maybe buttons or something, you could use that as well. So just making sure that you are protecting your clothes and your eyes is a good deal. Also, the area that you decide to have for projecting, you might want to make sure that you cover it with something. Maybe Miss McKinney has a sample for us.
I have a trash bag that I was going to use to cover my table so I didn't get any paint or cleaning products that didn't belong on there.
Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe you have some old t-shirts or a painting drop cloth. That would be something. Also, newspaper, anything that can protect the area. Also, my daughter we call her Messy Marvin, and she tends to be a little bit sloppy. So I would request that she put something on the floor to protect the carpet or area there. Maybe even outside, if it's a project that can be done outside, remembering that your art microbes has a light sensitive component. So that might not be something that you can do outside. So remembering safety, safety, safety. And the number one piece of that is that adult. Making sure you have an adult there to supervise you, because these are items that could cause harm if used improperly.
So going with that, we just want to remind you that while TACoS is summer camp and isn't school, we still want you to think about everything we talked about with safety. Safety is super important. and also be a critical thinker. So it is important while you're doing these activities to ask questions and see if you can discover the question by the end of the activity or the week. See if your questions have been answered. If they haven't been answered, then Miss Kobe or myself are more than willing to answer your questions. You can reach out to us and use this as a resource. Our emails will be available to you, and we are happy to help you along the way. But that goes back to, first you should ask the adult that's with you. So whoever's doing these activities with you, check in with them first, see if they can help you answer your questions. And if neither one of you can come to that answer, then we are happy to help. I don't know that we mentioned it before, but I'm just going to tell you some of the lessons, some of the vocabulary, maybe things that you haven't heard before. And I know on my phone, I keep my dictionary app, wrong one, readily available, so I can look up words at any time, because believe it or not, I still come across words I don't know and I have to look them up for myself. So if you don't know a word, feel free to look it up so that you understand the content better.
Yeah, I noticed that too. In some of the videos, they're using very academic or that project vocabulary. And so I too had to take time to look up some of those words. So use your resources that are around and continue to use that scientific brain and problem solve.